Good morning, happy Tuesday. I thought I'd vlog today because it's a very busy day. It's a busy week. I feel like I've fallen a bit behind, so I'm a little bit kerfuffled this week. So today I have my breakfast here. I didn't feel like making breakfast, so I just did some frozen dark cherries. I think they were dark cherries, or they sweet cherry, I don't know, some frozen cherries and a little bit of like vanilla extract and a little almond extract, a little maple syrup, protein powder, and almond milk, and it's pretty good. And chia seeds. I wish I wouldn't have added the maple syrup though. I don't think I needed that, but it's pretty good. So I'm having it for breakfast. It's about 7:30. There's a lot of traffic this morning. A lot of traffic, but like just a lot of cars going by. I think everybody's going to work right now. I created these little weekly plan sheets for myself just to kind of map out my week, or weeks that I don't feel like using my planner or just haven't gotten around to it. I just need to jot something down quickly. So yesterday we did quite a lot of things. I like ordered the sub postcards for June, for the June sub, and found the June sub artwork photos and got that all ordered. Well, just the postcard. I'd make the subs myself, but I converted all the files from the weekend to the graphtec files. It's the we had like the 4th of July Americana stuff. Sorry, I'm just so tired today. I woke up at 5 this morning, but didn't go back to like 11, which isn't even that bad. So I don't know, I'm just really tired today. It's also really gloomy and like cloudy. I feel like I need to talk softly because it's like gloomy and cloudy and just like kind of quiet out besides the cars going by. And just like everything's wet and it's just like, I don't know. So I did that, and then I also printed the releases from over the weekend. I'll show those to you. I printed the releases from the weekend. There weren't a lot of orders. There was a good amount for like what's been happening this year, but I didn't get a lot of orders for monthly kits, which was surprising because they usually get quite a bit more for monthly kits. I don't know if people just already have their Julys or they're not getting Julys yet, so I put up a little bit more stock of each anyways. So I made the full amount for the full stock I put up, so that way when hopefully those orders do come in, they'll be ready to go. I feel like the monthlies lately, they used to be like right when I released them was when I sold the bulk of them, but now it's kind of been more like trickling in over the months and even past the months that I'll get orders for monthly kits. So yeah, so I did make more than I sold, obviously. Like I made a lot more of these than I sold, but I just wanted to have some extras in case like the orders still come through. I did keep it like tight stock numbers, but it just was so few. So, and I have 3 different versions, so I thought that it was surprised that it was like slower than my normal monthlies. I just wasn't sure if maybe people already bought them or not or something. They're July. So anyways, I finally finished printing them all by last night, and so today I need to cut them all in my graphtec. It's the monthly kits and the Americana 4th of July kits, and also the journaling Stars and Stripes kits. So it's quite a lot, 3 monthlies and then like the full kits. So I have to get those today. I was supposed to take pictures of vinyl stickers, so I'm a little behind this week. Like I said, I'm actually quite a bit behind. Lately I've been trying to do releases a week in advance. So this week I'd be designing the releases for the 3rd. Today is the 23rd. Today is May 23rd. And I'm normally this week would be designing the releases for June 3rd. And then I want an opal release, which is going to be on the 1st of each month, so June 1st. But I still haven't finished those stuff for this weekend, and so that was something I was supposed to finish last week, and it didn't happen. So I had to finish the stuff for this weekend, which is our big boutique sale. All of the clothes back there, and they're in the box back here. I took all the photos of the clothes, so I have those done and edited. I do need to make all the listings for everything and count all the inventory so I know how much I have of what. And then I also have to take photos of these vinyl stickers. I ordered a ton of vinyl stickers to go up this weekend as well, because they've done pretty well in my shop. So I'm hoping that will be this case as well. I have so many I need to take pictures of. I think I did 14, I said. I, let's see here. I know I just brought another one in. I don't know where I put it. I did 14 different stickers, 4 collections of them, and I'm obsessed with them, and I hope everybody really likes them, but I do need to take all the photos for them still. I keep waiting for like a sunny day so the lighting's really nice, but we have not had any sunny days. So I need to do that because I also need to fix my nails a little bit because they're chipping now. I painted them just like a plain like shimmer so that way they would look better in the photos for it. I've been putting on these like really cute plaid nails. They're like, not plaid, they're like checkered, like blue and white. I've been putting those off because I don't think they like look cute with these stickers. I feel like they detract from it, so I want like a more subtle nail. But I'll show them to you if you're interested. I mean, you'll probably have seen them hopefully by the time this video goes live. Okay, so we have 4 different collections and I'll show them to you. The first one I'll show you is the Winnie collection. So these were also, I chose like some of the best-selling journaling kits from the year so far, and I turned those into little vinyl stickers. So here is the first one from the Winnie collection. I think it's just so cute. And then the second one, which is like a little piglet and poo. And then it also is gonna have these little flowers in it. These little bouquets, which I think are really cute too. So that's the Winnie collection. And I think it's just adorable. And these are all clear as well. Now you can't see me, but these are all clear. So when you peel them off, I'm sure I'll still have some in the shop by the time this video goes live. So when you peel them, oh my gosh, it's really not focusing. Well, we'll just put it up here. When you peel them, they're clear. So they're so cute for like water bottles and like computers or phones, like cases. They're just so cute. So all of them are clear. I just prefer the clear personally. So then the next collection is, I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but it's from the Books and Butterflies full kit. So we have the books, we have butterflies, we have a cute little bouquet, and then we have this super cute little postcard. So cute. And then we have the excuse me, cottage collection, which was from our cottage core kit. So we have this cute little basket. We have this squirrel, which is so pretty. This little cottage scene, which is really cool because up here the sky is clear. So when it's peeled off, like this part is clear, it's really cool. And then we have this cute little basket, teacup, teapot combo, which is so cute. And then the last collection only has 2, but there's these just little cute strawberries. I could not pass up a cute little strawberry set. I just thought those would be so cute. So those are the last of the collections. Let's see if it'll refocus on me. There we go. So those are all of the stickers. There's a lot of them. They're just like vinyl stickers. They are waterproof. Like, I mean, I think they're technically water resistant, but I've put them on my Stanley mugs, my Stanley tumblers and stuff like that, and just like cute glasses, just plain glass cups, and they've been fine. I've even ran them through the dishwasher many times and they have not come off, even though like you're not supposed to. Like, they last better if you hand wash them, but just so you know, I've ran them through our dishwasher many times and they've never peeled or anything. They've never had any issue. So but yeah, so those will also go up. I just have to take pictures of them, and for some reason, like, I'm dragging my feet on taking pictures because I want them to be perfect. And I don't know, I get stressed because I want them to look perfect because I just love them so much, and I feel like the photo of them is gonna make or break like whether or not people buy them based on how it looks. And I'm like, I need the photo to be perfect so people will buy them, because I already like spent a good amount of money buying all of these to have them made, and so I just feel like pressure to make sure that it's like the perfect photos. But that's what's like literally stopped me from taking photos, because I'm like waiting for the weather to come out, like the perfect lighting, and I'm waiting to figure out what the perfect setup would be, like to make a cottage, for like the cottage ones to be. But like, it's honestly at this point I just need to do it. Like, they don't even need to have probably different like backdrops, like probably just keep it simple, and that would be better anyways. So I need to just do that today. I need to take photos of all of those, and then Oh, I just listened to a podcast yesterday. I've been listening to podcasts while I've been working lately, and it was really, really good. It was with Brene Brown, and also it was on, what's the podcast name? How to Fail with Elizabeth Day. And she's British, which I love. I love listening to like the British accent. It's just so nice to listen to. So it's How to Fail with Elizabeth Day, and she has different guests on that talk about their failures, and it's very, very interesting. So she has she even has like Bernie Sanders and stuff, which is so crazy. And so she had Brene Brown, and then I also listened to Caroline Stanbury, which she's from Ladies of London, and then also the Real Housewives of Dubai. She has, I think most of these people are British, which makes sense. I just don't, because I don't recognize a lot of people, but she has like tons of episodes of people that come on that are like well known or like well established in their industry, talking about their failures through life and like how they like rose above them and stuff. And so I was listening to the Brene Brown one, and it was really fascinating. My therapist always is like quoting Brene Brown, so I'm like, I should probably look into this lady. So I even wrote down a couple post-it notes from her talk on her interview, because it was like some things like really stuck with me. And one of them was like, for like regards to failure, was the focus on learning, not success. And that was really interesting to me, because I feel like I focus so much on like trying to be successful, or trying to make my business successful, or trying to get orders to like pay bills. Like I get so trapped in that mindset lately because of like less orders and because of the recession and everything, that I'm not like focusing on just learning. I'm focusing on more on like being successful at something, because I feel like my life depends on it. Like I feel like our financial stability, I feel like our future of being able to buy a house like depends on it. Like it just feels like a lot that I put that on myself. No one puts it on me but me. And then she also said perfection isn't what leads you to success, it's a barrier. And I thought that was interesting, because that is something I struggle with a lot, is trying to be perfect, like striving for perfectionism. I don't feel like I'm perfect in any shape or form, so I feel like I strive to like try to be perfect, but I get caught like in loops, like not all about loops, but I get caught in like situations like this where I have all of these things I need to take pictures of, but I'm like waiting for everything to be perfect, or like I want everything to be perfect so badly for it that I just stop doing it. It becomes a barrier. Like I don't do it, I don't move forward with things because I want them to be perfect, and the pressure of them having to be perfect, like in my mind, the pressure in my mind I put on myself of having to be perfect. Oh my god, a library truck just went by. I have not seen that. It's painted the same as my library card was from when I was a little kid. Oh my god, I loved that. Wait, that's so cute. They have a library truck. Anyways, but the pressure I put on myself of being perfect really halts me in doing a lot of things, because I'm like, well, what's the point if it's not going to be perfect? Or I just get so overwhelmed with how to make something perfect that I fear that I'm not going to live up to that, and so I just shut down. So I like how she framed it, is that like perfection is not what leads you to success, it's a barrier to success. And then she also said that perfectionism is a defense mechanism, I'm paraphrasing as well, that pops up to try and keep us from feeling shame or hurt, which was interesting. Like it was just really interesting. I could see that being a defense mechanism, because I feel like if it's not perfect, I worry that no one's gonna buy it, or that it's not gonna be good enough. People are gonna make criticisms of it, and they're going to think that like I'm bad at my job, or they're gonna think that like, what is this girl doing? She has no idea what she's doing, or like I would never pay for that, or like she's like not like savvy enough of a business person, or like not good at what she does, that like they're like, who is she to sell something? Like that would be so hurtful to hear. Like those are like my worst like critic things. And so then it stops me, like paralyzes me from doing stuff sometimes, because I worry that it's not going to be perfect, and that people are going to criticize me, or that like it's going to be embarrassing, and I'm going to feel embarrassed because I released something that like wasn't perfect, or I don't know, that people would like laugh at me because it wasn't good enough, and just that people would think it's not good enough. And that's really like not a great way to think of things, because it just hurts myself. It doesn't hurt anybody else but me, and it's just not helpful. Like it's just not helpful. It stops me from doing a lot of stuff, you know. And I didn't used to have this when I started. Like if I probably would have never started my business had I had that mindset, because you have to begin somewhere at everything. Like everybody's a beginner at everything at some point. Like we don't come out of the womb knowing like how to do everything, how to run a business or how to start a business or how to make stickers or how to draw or how to play piano, or these are just things I wish I could do. I wish I could draw or play piano, but I always stop doing it because I'm like, well, I'm not going to be good at it. So like, because I don't know how to do it. So like, why even bother starting, you know, because I feel like everybody else is like light years ahead, especially for drawing. Because I really wish I could draw, especially because I know there's so many shops that like do hand-drawn stuff and it's so impressive to me and so amazing, and I like wish I could do that. But I feel like they just like inherently just have that skill and I don't. But I think that from what I've understood from people that are artists is that's not true, that they had to build those skills and work at it and craft their skills to be able to do what they do. I'm sure some people naturally have like talent towards that stuff, but it's what you do with that as well. So everybody starts as a beginner somewhere. Everybody starts as a beginner learning to draw or to learn a different language, or just everything that you want to do. Maybe win a new career, profession, or passion. Like everybody starts new somewhere. And I have to remind myself, because I genuinely thought that everybody started out amazing but me. Like I just, for some reason, I had in my head that like everybody knows how to do everything and I'm the only one that doesn't know how to do anything. And so like it just is not a healthy mindset, because it just is like talking down to yourself a lot, you know. So I'm trying to like remind myself that people like are new at things and not everybody knows how to do things, but if you don't try, you'll never be able to do it, you know. I think, yeah, and just to not worry about what other people are at either too, like not compare yourself to where other people are at is also helpful. But yeah, anyway, so, and what else did she say? Is there anything else interesting? Oh, she was talking about like success and stuff too, where she was saying that like healthy striving comes from within. Like reaching your goals is like what healthy striving is like trying to like, instead of being trying to be perfect at something, healthy striving is like trying to work towards your own goals and like have your own goals, not this like level of perfectionism that's like unattainable. And she said perfectionism comes from what will people think. These are just like my jotted down notes of her. I saved the podcast episode because I want to listen to it like many more times, because it just kind of like needs to sink in. But yeah, it was like perfectionism comes from what like is more perception of people, and there's no way you can control that. So like there's no way to measure your success by perfectionism, because people will all have different opinions of you all the time, and they have different ideas of what's successful and what goals are and if you're killing it or not. Like they have all different opinions of things, and you can never control that. So you can never live up to those expectations because they just don't exist. They're like all over the place. Like I'm paraphrasing now, I don't think it's exactly what she said, but it was my interpretation. And healthy striving comes from within reaching your goals. So you have to strive for your own goals and within what you want, not what other people think or what you think other people think is perfect. I don't know. It was very, very interesting to me. And quite relevant now, actually, as I stare at all these vinyl stickers I need to take pictures of. But it's just like, yeah, it's just one of those weeks. It's one of those weeks, you know? Where things feel quite overwhelming. I feel quite overwhelmed. There are a few things I'm working on to turn things around for myself, because I can do that. One of the things being, I'm thinking of doing, I think I talked about this before, a little bit of a social media stuff for small businesses. Like doing social media. I used to do social media before I did this, and before I did like Jessica Hart stuff. And so I'm thinking of doing social media again. I think of doing like a la carte options of how many posts and stuff a week, and then like a set amount, and that be like a weekly, maybe every twice bi-monthly charge. I don't know. But reoccurring thing, which I have to figure out how I would set that up for myself. What would be the best way to do that? Like invoices, or I'm not sure how I would do that yet. I know my mom was looking for social media for her business, so that's where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna do social media probably for her But it's just like I already have like a lot of stuff I'm doing, so but it would be more of a guaranteed income, so that would be good. Or I might just do it on the weekends or something if I have to, and pre-schedule everything. So today I do need to cut, I need to print the foil and icons, and I need to cut the foil and icons, and I need to cut all of the sheets. Obviously on my graphtec, I was going to film and play with me today, but I might just have to just do a vlog, because I don't know if I'll have time. And then I still need to take all the photos of these guys, like I said, and then create all the listings for everything for this weekend, and the email newsletter and text messages. Because I'm still gonna have to do somehow this week the releases for the 3rd, and I'm like feeling overwhelmed because I still have to design all of that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for the 3rd yet. Right now I kind of wrote down some ideas, like maybe start doing some custom scripts. Like I know those might be popular. I was thinking about doing a photo kit in like a new format, which means that take time to design a new format. And then maybe like a journaling kit, and then I want to do like a new A5 format kit to fit like the Annie Plans or Estelle planner I got. It's the complete weekly vertical A5, and it's undated, which I love. And I wanted to make some A5 monthlies to match, as well as they have the weekly layouts like this. Let's see if you can see. It's really light. I don't know, can you see? Yeah, there we go. So this is the, hopefully it's in frame because I cannot see. This is the format for this one. So I wanted to create some kits for this, and I believe the Hobonichi kits fit in this, if I'm not mistaken. It looks similar to the Hobonichi format. So I haven't used it yet. I want to. I just have to figure out how to use it. They have some suggestions here, which is nice on the thing, on this that it came with. So I saved this for how to like set up the week or something. Like they have like little suggestions, which is genius, because it's kind of like, what do I do? They have like hourly, I think some hourly strips would be fun to use in this. Interesting. So there's that. And then I've also started, I've been blabbering for so long, but I also started, I bought myself a little notebook because I'm going back to school, but not entirely. So I started yesterday. I signed up for it. It's a Google has this data analytics course you can take to get certified to be like a data analyst with like a Google certification. And it's like a 6-month course, and you could just Google it if you're interested in it. Just Google everything. So it's a data analytics course. So by the end, you're supposed to be able to have like everything you need to know to become a data analyst for like a remote job, or for another company. Like, well, it would be for another company, like a remote job for them, or even like in-house. And I feel like it's just like a cool thing to learn. Like I do think that would be really helpful for me business-wise as well. So if I wanted to, it also gives me another career outlet, because I really don't feel like I have a lot of training in any other careers. Like I've done social media, and I previously did like writing and stuff like that for like a magazine and like a newspaper in high school for our local newspaper, but like at college it was for a magazine. And what else did I do? Worked as a receptionist at a day spa. I don't have a lot of other experience for like jobs or like qualifications for anything. Like I have my bachelor's degree in communications, but I don't have other work experience besides like what I've been doing for my business and social media. And like the social media was pretty limited because it was like social media that like I did for my parents' businesses. It wasn't like me working for like a social media place or something, or like on a social media team. So I feel like I have very limited experience or like, I don't know, knowledge on different things. If I did need to go get another job or like a part-time job, I just was feeling really anxious because I always feel like I don't have experience in anything else. So I wasn't sure like how I would get another job if I had to. But that's not the end goal. But if I needed to in the interim, you know, like so I'm gonna do social media in the interim until things get picked up again for Jessica Hart's and all that. So I got this notebook basically is what I'm saying. So I got this notebook to start this course. I signed up yesterday and it's, I think they said 10 hours a day, not a day, 10 hours a week for 6 months is how long it normally takes for people, but you can also go at your own pace. And I believe that the first quiz from the first module is like next Sunday. So I have like quite a lot of reading and like course stuff to do. I just watched the intro to the course yesterday, so I probably should have started like today. So I'm gonna start doing that every day, like an hour or two a day, I think. Probably 2 hours a day, and then 3 hours on one day if it's 10 hours a week. So I'm a little bit unsure how I'm gonna fit all of that in as well, but I do feel excited about it, to have something else also to focus on a little bit, and like a potential career path as well, just in case, like just in my back pocket. I will feel a little bit more like at ease, you know. And if I did my shop on the side, and if I could find like a remote position for a data analyst, if I like it, then that would be really nice. So just to have like some more like guaranteed, solid, reliable income coming in. Yeah, so that's the plan. I have a lot to do today, but I'm still trying to push forward with more releases for my shop as well. Like I really have a lot of things that I've been working on that I also want to sell. So it's just trying to find time for everything. So that's why I feel overwhelmed. Now I just dumped all that on you, I'm sorry. So we're gonna let's just hop into the hard things early. I think I'm gonna save the coursework till the end of the day. We'll see how that works. I'm debating, I need to set up a schedule, either to do it like an hour in the morning, hour in the evening, or 2 hours in the morning, or like first thing, and then jump into work, and then, or like 2 hours at the end of work day. I'm trying to decide what to do for that, because I mean, it's already 8 o'clock. I was gonna start like 7:30, but I've been talking to you for too long probably, but I appreciate if you're still here. So I'm gonna jump into, I think doing cutting on the graphtec. We'll just start knocking that out. And also I probably just need to take these vinyl sticker pictures just to get it done. I just need to like get that done, and so I can get those listings done today. I'm just gonna start off, not worry about perfectionism, just get something that just shows the item. So not a big deal. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get started on the graphtec. I made all of the different, these are all the same sheet from all of the monthlies: matte, glossy, blank, not blank, as you can see here. The blank ones and the not blank ones. I made all of them match up with the graphtec file things. I put them all in the same spot, so this can all cut under the same file that looks like this, and I did the same things for the other one, so this whole stack can cut as one. All of the monthlies for these sheets can cut under one file in one go, and then all of the other half of the monthly sheets can just go in this set, and then that would be done, which is great. So I'm going to test out the cut line to make sure everything's calibrated correctly and that it's not off. So let's go turn on the graphtec. Okay, here's this behemoth. We're gonna turn her on. Okay, she's moving. And then we're going to open the computer. I need to send over my other files still. Oh. Okay, so I have uploaded all of the cut files that I need to my email so I could just send them to myself. So I always do that when I have all different, like, that I have the different cut files that I need for this release that are different than the usual ones. I send them to myself. And then I can come over to my computer here and open them on my email and download them. Okay, now I downloaded them. Let's see, I'm under my downloads. Oops. The monthly, open that. And there she is. So we're gonna test one sheet. We'll put in for a little testy test to see if it's, turn on the fans. There's 2 fans down here on each side to help blow the paper up so it doesn't get stuck down at the bottom when it tries to lift it. Oop, she's flapping. Okay, so then let's do, oh, I need to hit 2. Okay. And then when it's ready, it's going to pop up open with cut test. It's all calibrated, ready to go. Let's see. Okay, let's try it out and we'll see if I need to recalibrate it today because I haven't used it since last week. So it's just gonna read the, that's just reading the registration marks and then it'll cut. And we'll test the cut depth if it's good, if the blade needs to be replaced or not, and also if it's obviously on. So we'll wait for that to do it and then we can start setting the rest to go. Okay, so the cuts are slightly off a little bit, just like a hair. They're a little too low. So I think I'm going to try calibrating it. It might just be too dark in this corner, so maybe I just need to turn my lamp over there and that might help with more light. Maybe I'll try that first before I recalibrate. So let's do that. It's not bad, it's just like it is slightly off. So we'll turn on that light. Let's see if this will help. I'm also out of ink, so I'm not able to finish printing the rest of it. There's only a couple left that I had to print anyway, so which were these ones. I'll just reprint them later because I have ink coming today. Okay, so we'll let that try with this light on. If not, I will pull out the calibration sheet and we will try recalibrating it and see if that helps. So hopefully this will do it. Okay, I tried recalibrating it and it's still a little bit off, but off in a different way now. So we're gonna try recalibrating again, just one more time to see here because I don't know. I just feel like we need to try it one more time. So I'm gonna see if I can prop you up here if you can see. You probably cannot because it's like so yellow over here. But basically, to calibrate it, I take this calibration sheet, which you can see I've used quite many times. I don't know what happens when I run out of this calibration sheet. Maybe I can order more. You flip down at the back, slide it on in under the rollers. Okay, and then flip it up, hit 2. Then I'm gonna open up the calibration on here. I don't know if this is interesting or not. And then, so this is what it's currently set at. I'm gonna delete those because it has it already preset above it. And then what I do is I click cut marker and it'll cut a square. And so it's like a tiny little square. I have to weed out. There's the little square. And then you can see the square there now. And then you do read marker. And it keeps saying that it can't read it because of the light, which is interesting because I have this light on. And then I tried turning on like the overhead light from the room. Okay, and then it read this time. Okay, and it's different, which is interesting. It's 104 instead of 106 for the y-axis. So we're gonna set it to that. And I'm just gonna keep this light on. Flip down the back lever, pull it out, flip up. That's all you have to do to calibrate it. It's really easy. Just kind of not even really time consuming either. A lot easier than I thought it would be. And then we're gonna pop another one in. We will have to hit 2. And then we'll do another test. So maybe I just have to leave the top open. I mean, top light on. I feel like I can see better on here now, which is probably a good sign. Okay, let's cut test. It's either that or my file's off. So hopefully my file's not off. Hopefully this one will work. Because it's either this is off or my file's off. There's only like one of 2 options, you know. So hopefully this one will work. I'm also thinking about switching email newsletter people. So I currently use MailChimp, but the cost has gotten so high that I am like, I don't think I want to use it anymore. It's about $80 for me a month right now, which is a lot. And I saw that I wanted to look at other options, right? So I looked at Constant Contact and that's the same price. And then I found Brevo, which was formerly, I guess, Send in Blue, but it got bought. And I saw everywhere on like lists of like the best email newsletter things, people said Brevo was really good. So I looked at them and they were like way cheaper. I think it'll be like $35 to $40 instead of $80. So I'm thinking of switching my email newsletter stuff to them instead of MailChimp. It's hard because I've used MailChimp for so long that it's like everything's already like preset in there and everything, which is nice. And like I'm just so used to the interface. But I think it's worth a try. Maybe I'll do like a little overlap for like a little bit, a couple weeks just to see, make sure that I really like it. and then I can switch everything over, because it's just like gotten so expensive. They keep raising their prices, and I'm like, I get why, but like it's just, I need something a little less expensive. I'm not a big fan of the Shopify emails. I know they do the emails in there, but I have not had luck with them. I feel like every time I send them, they like fail, but also I don't like, they're not as customizable as like MailChimp was. Like I could customize all the different photos and make it look how I want. I feel like with the Shopify ones, they're all very specific formats and you can't really change much, and I feel like it just looks not as professional maybe, but I don't know. Just for at least the emails that I'm doing, like the email weekly like newsletters of like the weekly like roundup of the releases and like coupon codes, I feel like I want something more customizable that can really show all of the items better. I feel like the ones on Shopify are better for like St. Patrick's Day sales or Valentine's sales, or just like kind of like one-off emails, not like consistent like release emails. So I'm looking at doing Brevo, and we'll see, maybe by the point the time this goes up, it'll already be switched over. Okay, this is worse. No, what the heck? I thought for sure we had it. This is like way more off, which is so funny. This is so strange. Normally I can just like do it and it'll be like, I'll calibrate it and it'll be perfect. So I think I'm gonna troubleshoot this a little bit. I don't know. We'll try some different things, I think, but okay. Well, I'm gonna get to work on troubleshooting this. I'll maybe try calibrating it again, or maybe changing the lights and see if that helps. I don't know. We'll try some things, and then I'll let you know if something works. Okay, so I pushed the blinds to the side, and then I recalibrated it, and it seems to be like back to where it started. So what I did was I changed the Y and X axes to accommodate for the offset cut. So that seemed to work better. I first changed just the Y, and that helped a lot. And so I did the X as well, just to move it over just a hair to the left. So we'll see how that works, because these are all really close, so I don't want to like do too much. So I'm cutting that test now, we'll see how that goes. But I basically kind of just figured it out, I guess. It kind of got back to where it was originally. I just had to adjust the Y and X axis a little bit to account for the offset. So that one and that one. Okay, so that was about perfect. I did move over just one more, up to like -2 instead of -1, so it'd go to the left a little bit more, just to see, but it's about perfect. So maybe I'm just being nitpicky now. So it might go too far over. We'll see. I'll drop it back down if it does, but it's looking good. So now I'm going to be trying out so that was the non-blank version of this kit. I'm trying out the blank one, and then I'm gonna try out the blank and non-blank of the Independence one, just so that way there's no surprises, because I did put all of these on separately, like I formatted them separately. I just want to make sure that they all are exactly the same before I load everything up and just let it run while I do other stuff. So the blank one turned out great, so I'm going to try the Independence one in both blank and non-blank monthlies. And for that, I'm going to just change the copy amount to just 2 instead of doing 2 cut tests, and then we'll just hit start, and I'll just cut both of those just so I can double check everything's lined up, like I said, before I start like this full stack. So okay, those cut great. I decided I'm just going to do these first, the At Sunset, and then do the Independence one separately. So this is 31, and then we have the Independence, which has more of them, but I just chickened out. I was kind of thinking like, if I just let this run, I need to check at some point to make sure the blade doesn't break, because I haven't replaced it in a little bit now, and I feel like it's gonna be at some point during this round of releases I'm gonna need to replace it. So I don't want to get too far cutting them and then not realize that it broke and then have lost the whole stack. So I'm gonna keep it in a smaller stack and then just do the other one after this is done and the blade's still looking good. So I'm probably gonna go over periodically and check on these as well. I just am too nervous about the blade breaking and me not knowing, and then losing all the sheets. So too bad I don't have like blade sensors, right? Where it like let you know when it's like dull and it's like not cutting. And like, I mean, like what if it snaps, mainly that. If it snaps and it doesn't cut, that'd be so nice if it like auto stopped, but look how fast it goes, so funny. But yeah, so I'm gonna let that run. And it's time for me to finally take these pictures. The time is now. It is here, it is now. I need to take photos of these all so I can get those edited and then uploaded to my website. So I'm just gonna take my phone. That's usually what I do for these, because they don't need to be huge product photos. So I usually just do them on my phone and I edit them in Lightroom on my phone. I have a bunch of presets, which I don't always use presets for these just because I want them to be as accurate to real life as possible. So I make sure that the colors look exactly the same. Otherwise it's useless. So sometimes I use my presets that I sell actually on 91 Opal. I use those for all my Instagram photos, but with these, I might use some of them if they help it look like real life, but if it doesn't, I will just do it from scratch. So yes, I'm gonna take all the photos. Oh, I need to paint over my nail a little bit though because it's not very good. Oh, maybe I could just use this nail. Is this one better? This one looks all right. I think I could just use this hand. So I'll do that now. Okay, so I took 2 pictures so far. I think this one looks prettier, and I thought like it was missing something, so I just added that in there as well. Hey there. So I think that that's right. I did a fresh coat of nail polish on this one just to kind of help, but yeah, I think it looks fine. Oops, that's my story. So I think I might just do one of each like this just in case. And I'm probably gonna edit it and see how it looks first before I do the rest of them. I did move things around my desk. I flopped things from over there to over here because the lighting was better angled this way versus like backlit. So I think it's all right, but I'll edit it first just to make sure before I do all the photos, but I think it'll turn out good. Okay, I have them both done, and I think this one's like quite a bit better. Then this one's kind of hard to tell. I mean, it's kind of hard to see like the other one. So that was before, that's it after. It looks really washed out on camera because it's like picking up it being washed out for some reason. But on my phone, it's actually not washed out at all. So the before looks better on the camera, which is so funny, but the after looks better on my actual phone. So I could lower the brightness a little bit, but it is, maybe I will do a little bit. Oh, maybe you can see better there versus before it was really dark. So I might lower the brightness just a little bit. Like I said, it looks brighter on camera than it does on my phone for some reason. But I think that's just how I'm gonna do it. I think I like this setup. Maybe I'll try it with the pink background in it for the other ones, but I like that. I think it's better than just the white background. It's a little bit harder to see the edges of it. So I think I like this one. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll take a lot of photos at once of different angles, and then when I go to my camera roll, I'll look at all of them and just see which one pops out at me the most, and that will be the one I will choose. Because sometimes like I will change it kind of like the angles of the stickers, or like closer or further away, and I'll take a couple that way. And then yeah, when you look at it on the camera roll, there's always like one that pops and catches your eye more than the others, and that's the one to choose, because if it pops your eye in your camera roll, it'll pop someone's eye on Instagram or on your like website or whatever. That's just kind of what I've been doing. I'm not sure what to do now because I feel like I could have like, because they are different collections, and the different collections should have different backdrops, I would think. Well, I know I could do the book ones over by my bookcase maybe, if that looks cute enough. Hopefully it'll be good enough lighting in there. Like these little book collections by my bookcase maybe, but these ones looked so pretty here. I feel like the Winnie ones looked good here. They all looked good here, but the cottage ones maybe I could do, I don't know. I don't have anywhere to like, I can go, I have time to go anywhere today to take pictures or anywhere that would look like a cottage around here. So maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe this is just fine. I'm gonna edit the photos and then maybe I'll see. I don't know, maybe I'll ask Austin, my husband, what he thinks I should do. I'm not sure, because I feel like they should look like be different in different places because they are different collections. I'm feeling the more I say it, the more I'm like, yes, they should be. So I'm now like, I think I need to go retake some of these photos. Maybe like I said, these are for my bookcase, or at least change up the backdrop a little bit over here. I don't know where I would do like the strawberry ones or anything, but I don't want to retake all these photos. So I'm gonna edit them all and see how they look, because once you kind of have like a preset for one, they kind of work for all of them. You can just adjust them slightly. So I'm gonna do that, and then maybe I will look at those, and if they're like, yeah, it doesn't make sense, you need to like do different collections in different areas, then maybe I will. Well, I do have some plants outside on our balcony, like trees. We're on the second floor, but I have some trees that maybe I can make it look, it's just like so cloudy out. Maybe I can do the cottage ones out there, and maybe when it's like cropped and tight enough and that background's blurry, you really can't see much of it. So if there's just green, it might look fine. So maybe I'll play around with different areas in our house and see. After I just took all those photos. That's okay, it's practice. It's good, it's practice. Also, it looks like these guys just finished cutting. So I'm gonna move in with the next batch of the second page, and then I can move into the first pages. Okay, I've scoured the apartment for things. So I have this picture frame, which is like from our living room. It has my husband and I's wedding photo in it. And then I have like a bunch of books pulled from my bookshelf. This Jane Austen one, which would be great for the books and butterflies one, I think. And then just like a bunch of like fake plants and a candle. So let's see. I actually made this candle. Dusted out all of the dried stuff in it, but so let's see like what we could work with. I have other stuff as well, but I feel like I should be able to put together enough greenery for this to work, and then book stuff for like this, the books, and maybe like the picture frame maybe together would look kind of cute and chic. I imagine these as being kind of like Jane Austen style, so I think I like how these already were with this. I think that's like the perfect setup for these guys. And then for the strawberry ones, maybe I'll do like a more closer up of one of the plants, you know what I mean, kind of thing. So I'm gonna try to set up something here. Okay, so I think I have the next setup. So I have some books from my bookshelf, and then like an empty planner, and then like my journal, one of the candles I made, and then our picture frame. And I think that will be kind of cute for these. I think that will be kind of like the, I'll see. We'll see if how cute it is. I try to tie more pink in because there is quite a bit of pink in these, and I want it to like kind of tie together. I almost want more pink, which I'm sure I have more pink stuff. So maybe, I don't know, I'll play around with a little bit more, but I think this is kind of more the setup I'm gonna go for. Okay, I swapped out both books for pink books. I added in my pink journal, and I mean, this is slightly pink. It's the Aurostel in Any Plants Planner, but I might add in another pink book I have. I'm debating instead of one of these like lighter ones. Maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna swap that out. I'm just trying to get more pink in the picture because these are so pink that I do think that it'll look better having like matching colors in the background. Or do I want contrast? Oh my gosh, I'm confused now. Okay, I think I found my setup. I think yeah, I think this will work cutely. I think this will be perfect. I think this will be the right color match with these. Okay, I think this is gonna be my setup for the cottage one. I think that this will look quite nice if it focuses on this. Can we do it? I think it'll look quite nice for the cottage. I think that'll work for this. Okay, I just want to check to make sure these all turned out okay before I switch the sets. I kind of almost wish I didn't have the blue back there, but I think the blue is a nice pop in there. I don't know. So I didn't really have anything else to put back there because now I'm like, the blue is really strong, isn't it? Maybe it's too much. I don't know. It looks stronger on the camera again, so I'm not sure. So that's from this little photo. I think it's good. I think it's good enough. Either that or get rid of the blue, but I have nothing else to put there instead. Like I have no green books, I don't think, so I think this will be good enough. And so we'll have to find out what to do next for the strawberries. Okay, this ended up being the final setup. I just took all the pictures again. I used the Air of Fire in Small Angels books, and I just think it looked better. I did it kind of like this, but like it was square, so the sides were cropped in more. But I just think that that looked better. It stood out better, I think. So I feel like these just look a little bit better than the, yeah, than the blue. I think that they just stand out a little bit better. I feel like the background was just too loud before, and it just like didn't show off the other, I don't know. I'll edit them and see, but I think I'm gonna stick with this background. Now I gotta do the strawberry one. So I think I might just pull like the green plants together and then just make that the strawberry one, because I don't really have anything else that'd work for strawberries. Okay, so I just like plop the plants together and grab my jam jar out of the fridge because the little plant is so cute with it. And I took pictures like of different ones like this and like this. So I have a few different options here of how they turned out, and I think they're super cute.
I think I like it was the more white so you can see it better. It's not so distracting. So finally I think the photos are done. I just need to clean up my mess and edit them. Okay, I am so happy with how these turns out. I'm so glad I decided to reshoot them. So this is the Books and Butterflies. This is the cottagecore. I think they're so pretty. Oh my gosh, and I waited so long. I mean, it did take a long time to figure this all out, but like, I mean, but it is only 10:40, so it's not that bad. But I just love how these all turned out. So I'm so happy with them. These might need to be edited a little bit lighter, but overall, I'm glad that I started it. And even though it took a little bit longer than I expected, I had to do a few different changes. That truck is very loud. I'm glad I did it because I love how they turned out. I'm really happy with them, and I feel like they're great. So now I need to cut the set of the sheets. I need to cut these guys now because I finished with the second pages for the monthly kits, so now I need to cut these. And then what else am I gonna do? I got plenty of stuff on my list. Maybe I start making listings now that I'm like already have the photos done, so that's probably a good place to start. And maybe also do the stock like number, the like printout of the pick list of what all the stuff I need to make for foil and the icons while I do that, and start making the listings and cut the other stickers in the meantime. Okay, so I finished making all of the listings for the vinyl stickers. I also decided that I was going to restock, when I do this, the Books and Butterflies full collection, like the full kits and journaling kits and all those, as well as the cottagecore journaling kit. I might even try to make a full kit for that one, but I don't know if I'll have that done in time for this weekend, and I have other stuff that I gotta get done. And then I'm restocking all the Winnie full kits and journaling and Hobonichi kits and everything, and then the strawberry patch ones as well. So on my website I am going to do, I think, like each collection, and then it has all the stickers, the new vinyl stickers, and then the other kits in them as well. So that I think will be the plan. And I still have to make the listings. I have to fix the site so it will show that way, and then I also need to make the listings for all of the clothes still. I need to find the information from those. Like I need to figure out like what the material is and everything to list. I need to figure out where that exists because it's from like a few years ago, so I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have to dig around a little and try to find it. But in the meantime, it's about noon, so I'm having some lunch. We made this last night. It's from Trader Joe's. It's their like tabbouleh they have, and then I put some feta on top, some garlic, hummus, sliced up some cucumbers. They're frozen falafels, and then I have one of the frozen like garlic naan bread heating up in the air fryer really quickly, and so like defrosting basically and cooking a little bit. So I'm gonna have some lunch, and I'm gonna try to figure out where the information is for those clothes. I'm trying to remember what site like I bought them from. It's from a wholesale site. I need to dig through my email probably and try to find it. Otherwise I might just not have any information because I'm gonna do them super discounted. I also need to see how much I paid for them because I think I did pay quite a bit, so I need to at least try to break even if I can, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, so I'm gonna eat this, gonna work on this, and we'll reconvene after that. Okay, so I'm still cutting the Americana kits, but I finished the monthlies, and I finished organizing all of the clothes, and I filled out my spreadsheet of like all the sizes, all the materials that I have. So I have everything to start making the listings, and I started making the listings, but it's now 3 o'clock, and I told myself at 3 o'clock, it's actually 3:15 now. I told myself at 3 o'clock I would spend the next 2 hours until Austin's home working on this data analytics course that I'm starting. So I'm gonna start it for like my first day, my first day of it, which I'm so like nervous weirdly. Like I haven't taken classes or on anything, I feel like, since college, which I graduated in like 2013. So I am feeling very 10 years ago. That's so weird. So I feel a little rusty, but I have my notebook I just opened, and I'm gonna go take my computer over to like our bedroom because there's like a nice comfy chair by the window there, and I'm gonna just sit and work on this for the next couple of hours. I think it's just like reading and some like video modules or something that I have to watch. So I'm gonna start on that, and maybe make myself a nice cup of tea, like a nice hot cup of tea, and sit down and just like kind of get to work on that. And then I'm gonna keep my graphtec running while I do that. I'm cutting the, like I said, the Americana kits now. So I'm gonna let the graphtec run and finish those up while I work on this. And I think that's where we're gonna end it for today, because I'm just gonna kind of chill out and power through this
e-course thing. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed keeping me company today on my Tuesday. Is that today? Tuesday? I hope you had a great day today as well, and hope you like this video, and I will see you next week. Bye!